Now that the bowl season is over and we have ourselves a national champion in Ohio State pulling off the victory 34-16 over Duke, it's time for us to go ahead and officially advance forward into the offseason to kickstart or jumpstart, should I say, year 3 of this dynasty rebuild. And we should be going over players leaving. So hopefully we aren't hit as bad as we were hit in year 1 going into year 2. So players leaving, then of course we can upgrade coach. He's got 14 points. I might sit on that. I might upgrade it. I got to ponder that real quick. I normally like to wait till it gets about 20 points or so, but players leaving. No, not the Shields. Man, I know Jaden Davis has been coming along towards the midpoint of the season, towards the end of the season, and really turned it around. But Jaden Davis, not Jaden Davis, Drew DeShields, he came in some clutch situations, and he had a really solid year 1. And it says our persuasion chances are very minute. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And none of these other guys I'm really that bothered about losing. It's not as bad as it was year 1 where we lost pretty much all our key players. We'll try to persuade him real quick. It's an F, so that I'm pretty sure we won't be able to get him. Matter of fact, I'm willing to take my chances and not persuade him and see if he stays. Because last college football, I never persuaded anybody. And people that was leaving or threatening to leave, they ended up staying. So I'm going to see if I get lucky like I did last year. Let's see if we could persuade Hunter. And that failed. If we couldn't persuade him and his persuasion chance was just low, we're definitely not going to be able to persuade Drew DeShields. And his persuasion chances are extremely low or very low. No, I think his was extremely low. But Theo Snead, freshman. I could understand Theo Snead leaving. I get it. He didn't get any play time. We can try to persuade. Yeah, it failed. We could try to persuade him. Obviously, we did. It didn't work. But he didn't get any PT, and he wasn't going to get any PT. I probably should have redshirted him. That might have helped. I don't know how much of a difference that would have made. But really, the only person I was really worried about losing is Drew DeShields. So hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe he doesn't leave. Maybe he does. If he does, oh well, we got Jaden Davis. And we got Darren Ivey coming in this recruiting class. So it is what it is if Drew DeShields leaves. It's just DeShields had speed at the quarterback position, which is hard to come by in college football 26. So that's why I really wanted to keep him stashed in the tuck. But we'll see. We'll see. So now this week we got transfer portal and off season. And let's take a peek at players leaving. And not players leaving, but draft results. And of course, even after the good year, we didn't have any players drafted in the league. So now is our opportunity to go ahead and hit up that transfer portal heavy. And we got some needs. We need a quarterback. We need 3 running backs. We need 2 receivers, a center, 2 mics, a free safety, a strong safety, and that is going to virtually be it of what we need. So already we have 23 targets left on the board out of our 35. So we want to fill out the rest of those targets with players from the transfer portal. We've already been targeting guys, just standard recruits. Now we want to target guys that are in the portal, because portal transfers are the reason that we were able to have the season that we had anyways this past year. This just concluded year 2. So let's see if we can strike some magic, or strike lightning in a bottle, should I say, in year 3 or going into year 3 with the transfer portal, or year 2 of the transfer portal. So let's see what we got. We need running backs. I like people with tags or archetypes that seem like they might have some speed to them. So backfield threat, it's a possible east-west playmaker. That would be I guess more of a shifty back than it would speed. I'm I'm assuming north south will probably be more of the speed backfield threat. I would assume backfield threat is a speed threat as well. But we got our 3 targets. I might throw in an extra one because you never know when it comes to this transfer portal. We can add these guys to our list, and none of them want to come. So we'll see. We did get lucky last season getting Juelis Walls, Kobe Smith, Ollie Fisher, so on and so on, and Jaden Davis. That was an elite recruiting class. Oh, this guy, Blue Speedster. Now, see, with receiver is easy because they have the tag Speedster. That's all I'm looking for. Oh, wow, he's a 6'4 Speedster. Brantley, I could use that. He could be a mismatch. He can be our version of Nick Harbor, but it depends on what his speed is. But 6'4", 225, and he's a speedster. I look forward to that. So we got 31 out of 35 targets. Let's get the Blue. I like that. So Blue, Brantley, just a couple of the names right there. But yeah, that was I can't put enough emphasis on the elite recruiting class that year one was as far as the transfer portal is concerned, because those key guys, and we did get a couple other transfers, but those key guys were not only key guys, but they set records. Now, Juelis Walls didn't set records, but he was a backfield threat as far as sacking a QB is concerned, tackles for loss, so on and so forth. But you had Jaden Davis breaking multiple records. You had Ollie Fisher breaking multiple records. Then you had Kobe Smith breaking multiple records as well. And then Juelis Walls ended up finishing the season, I think, with like 14 and a half, 15 and a half sacks. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look. But we need one more recruit here. One more. We got 34 out of 35. We're going to look for a free safety here. There we go. Hybrid. I'm going to take that. Ben Minnick. I like that. He's a hybrid. 6 foot, 197 pounds. We'll take it. Might go and take somebody off of this list so we can go add a strong safety to that as well, so we can cover all of our needs. But nonetheless, I like what we're targeting at the current moment and what we're going after. So I feel confident about these guys and recruiting them, not just recruiting them, but scouting them. Hopefully we get some positive results from the scouting that we perform. So we got 600 hours to work with this year. So I'm going to go ahead and remove a guy or two of the original recruits so we can go and get whatever else that we have left that we need for actual needs. As far as our actual needs are concerned, we're gonna try to go after whatever else. So right now we freed up one spot. Everybody else, those are guys we signed. Okay, cool. So we need one more outside linebacker and one more strong safety. It looks like we're only going to be able to get one, so we're going to go after the safety first. Gerald Reddick. Let's see. Hunter McGarry, box specialist. Let me see. Coverage specialist. See, that's what I want. I want a coverage specialist. Orlando Williams. Yeah, he's the one. So we're going to go ahead and cut it right there. As always, if you're here for the first time or you're returning, you haven't liked or subscribed already, please do so. Click that notification tab so you can stay up to speed with more of this Kent State rebuild, as well as other college football 26 content. Again, I appreciate you all for tuning in. That's been my time. Till next time. Peace.